Major League Soccer Sporting Kansas City vs Seattle Sounders prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two former powerhouse teams from years past in the Western Conference will square off on Saturday at Children's Mercy Park as Sporting Kansas City host the Seattle Sounders. Both sides have struggled in the 2024 MLS campaign, particularly KC, who are at the bottom of the Western Conference table following a 3-1 defeat to Minnesota United, while the Sounders played to a 1-1 draw with Real Salt Lake and are 2 points below the playoff line. Match preview. As if their start to the 2023 campaign was not bad enough, the opening 16 regular season matches at Sporting this season have been even worse. KC had just 16 points at this stage of the previous campaign but have 5 fewer than that at the moment, claiming fewer victories than anyone in the league this year too. Their current 10-match winless run in MLS equals their longest stretch without a victory in this competition from a year ago. While another defeat this weekend would give them 8 in a row, setting a club record for the longest losing run in a single MLS regular season. While they have outperformed their expected goal total in MLS this year by 8. 2 goals, 24 goals scored, 15.8 expected, Kansas City are also tied for the third most goals conceded in the Western Conference, 31. If there is a positive that Peter Vermes can take away from what has been a challenging campaign thus far, it may be that the majority of their domestic fixtures have been there for the taking, with 8 of their 9 defeats being by a single goal. Meanwhile, they lead the league with 8 goals from outside the box. Though they may need to establish more of a presence inside the opposition's penalty area, as 51% of their shot attempts in MLS this year have come from beyond 18 yards, the most in the league. Throughout the 2024 domestic campaign, the Sounders have been playing catch-up, though they are in much better form now, having lost just one of their previous 9 matches across all competitions. That is a sharp contrast from how they began this regular season, winning just one of their opening 9 league contests, which for the moment is the reason they remain below the postseason line. Brian Schmetzer's men have proven to be a difficult defensive unit to break down once again this year, conceding the joint second fewest goals in the Western Conference, 19. Defensively, they have been able to hold their nerve when the pressure mounts, going undefeated in 4 MLS matches when leading at the half, though they have lost all 5 of their encounters in which they were behind after 45 minutes. Discipline, however, has been an issue, with the Rave Green accumulating a league-high 5 red cards in 2024, the most for this club in the regular season since 2017-16. The last 3 Seattle victories in this competition have occurred away from home, and they have won 2 of their previous 3 visits to Children's Mercy Park, including a 4-1 triumph a season ago. Team news. Kansas City will likely be without Eric Tommy, who has a knee issue. Caden Pierre is recovering from a sore ankle, Remy Walter is doubtful due to a knee injury, and Logan Denby will not return this season because of a torn ACL. On Saturday, Jake Davis can pick up his 50th Mills cap for SKC, including the playoffs, while Daniel Saloy has now made 69 straight regular season appearances for this team, the third longest streak in franchise history behind Mark Chung 74 and Chris Brown 80. Johnny Russell had their only goal against Minnesota, his 59th all-time in the regular season for Sporting, while Alan Pulido can move into sole possession of 9th in all-time regular season goals with this club, as he is currently even with Benny Fahaber, Mo Johnston, and Graham Zusi at 31. Seattle were missing John Bell versus RSL because of a sore hamstring. Nathan is still dealing with a quad issue. Bradilio Rodriguez has a problem with his right hamstring. Leo Chu took part in full practice this week despite a previous groin injury, and Pedro de la Vega is listed as day-to-day due to a sore hamstring. Nuho Tolo is on international duty with the Cameroon national team, while Stuart Hawkins was called up to the United States under-20 squad. Albert Rusnak had their only strike against Salt Lake. Raul Ruidiaz is 4th in MLS for shot attempts and leads the Sounders with 7 goals in the division this season, while Jordan Morris has just 7 goals in his last 37 regular season appearances since netting all 4 of their strikes the last time they visited Kansas City. Sporting Kansas City possible starting lineup. Melia, Davis, Rosero, Castellanos, Basong, Rodriguez, Radoja, Hernandez, Saloy, Kinda, Russell. Seattle Sounders possible starting lineup. Free, A. Roldan, Andrade, Reagan, Baker, Paulo, Vargas, C. Roldan, Rusnak, Morris, Ruidiaz. We say, Sporting Kansas City 1-1 Seattle Sounders. Sooner or later, when you are as close as SKC have been in most of their matches this season. You catch a break, and we believe that will come for the home side this weekend in the form of a single point. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.